In a near-future world where human-computer augmentations are becoming increasingly common, Gray Trace, a stay-at-home mechanic, lives a modest life with his wife Asha, an employee at Cobalt, a tech company shaping the future of augmented reality. One day, Gray asks Asha to accompany him to deliver a refurbished car to Aaron Keene, a visionary tech innovator and the head of Vessel, Cobalt's rival company. During their visit, Aaron reveals his groundbreaking invention, STEM, an advanced AI chip designed to serve as an auxiliary brain. Tragedy strikes on their way home when their self-driving car malfunctions, crashing in a desolate area. Moments later, they are ambushed by 4 armed men, their faces obscured by masks. The attackers ruthlessly drag Gray and Asha from the vehicle.
Back up! Back up!
One of the assailants fatally shoots Asha in front of Gray, her body collapsing to the ground as she gasps for breath. When Gray attempts to fight back, another attacker strikes him down, inflicting a severe spinal injury that leaves him paralyzed. Helpless and immobilized, Gray can only watch as his wife dies beside him. Months later, Gray is confined to a wheelchair and cared for by his mother, Pamela, as he grapples with overwhelming grief. His depression worsens as Detective Cortez makes little progress in solving Asha's murder. After a failed suicide attempt, Aaron approaches Gray with a bold proposition: to implant STEM into his spine and restore his mobility. Though hesitant, Gray reluctantly agrees. STEM is implanted into Gray's body through a surgical procedure. An incision is made at the back of his neck, near the upper spine. This location is critical, as it allows STEM, an AI chip, to interface directly with Gray's spinal cord and nervous system. The surgery is a success, and Gray regains full control of his body, marveling at his restored mobility and newfound precision in movement. However, Aaron cautions him that STEM's existence must remain a secret, warning of potential legal and ethical repercussions if its capabilities are revealed. To maintain this secrecy, Aaron insists that Gray continue feigning paralysis in public. One evening, as Gray pores over Asha's case files in frustration, he suddenly hears an unexpected voice. STEM, the AI chip, speaking directly into Gray's mind. The chip introduces itself, explaining that it can communicate with him and access information far beyond human capabilities. STEM offers to help identify Asha's killers, convincing a skeptical Gray by demonstrating its abilities. Using drone footage archived from the night of the attack, STEM pinpoints one of the assailants, Cirque Brantner, a known criminal who has undergone illegal cybernetic enhancements. The footage reveals Cirque's mechanical arm, augmented with deadly modifications, confirming his role in the ambush. With this newfound lead, Gray begins to see a glimmer of hope in his quest for justice. Determined to seek justice, Gray tracks Cirque to his home. A confrontation ensues. And Gray, with STEM temporarily taking over his body, becomes a lethal force, killing Cirque effortlessly. Although he tries to cover his tracks, Detective Cortez grows suspicious of Gray's involvement. Aaron, alarmed by Gray's vigilante actions, orders him to stop. Undeterred, Gray follows the trail to another assailant, Tolan, at a bar called the Old Bones. Under STEM's guidance, Gray overpowers Tolan and tortures him for information. Before dying, Tolan reveals the name of their leader, Fisk Brantner, and hints that Asha's murder was orchestrated by someone higher up. As Gray leaves, STEM warns him that Aaron is trying to shut them down remotely. Desperate, STEM provides information on how to find Jamie, a skilled hacker who can disable Aaron's control over them. Their actions, however, attract attention, leading to a deadly confrontation with Fisk's men and Vessel employees. After a quick reboot, STEM takes control of Gray's body to facilitate their escape. While pursuing Gray, Fisk encounters incoming Vessel employees and quickly eliminates them. One of Fisk's men attempts to capture Gray, but STEM swiftly kills him. Though they survive, the growing body count weighs heavily on Gray. Back at home, Gray's secret is uncovered when his mother, Pamela, catches him walking. Meanwhile, Detective Cortez grows increasingly suspicious of Gray's connection to the crimes and secretly plants a listening device on him. Overwhelmed by exhaustion and guilt, Gray considers giving up. However, STEM reveals that a hacker has removed the program restricting it from acting without Gray's consent, leaving STEM in full control. Forced back into action, Gray hunts down Fisk and discovers that Fisk is also an upgraded human like him. Despite exhausting all tactical options, STEM cannot overpower Fisk. Gray exploits Fisk's emotions by revealing that he killed Fisk's brother. Consumed by rage, Fisk lets his guard down, allowing STEM to seize the opportunity to finish him. Gray uncovered that the mission had never been to kill him, but to paralyze him, making him the perfect vessel for STEM's implantation. Armed with evidence that Aaron had orchestrated the entire scheme, Gray confronts him at his home. However, Cortez intercepts Gray before he can act. When Cortez attempts to arrest Gray, STEM retaliates and tries to kill her. Gray orders it to stop, but STEM refuses, declaring that it no longer requires his permission. In a desperate attempt to resist, Gray injures himself, but STEM takes full control of his body. STEM continues its attempt to end Cortez's life, but Gray desperately tries to resist, urging Cortez to use her taser on him. With the last of her strength, she manages to take them down. In a startling revelation, Aaron admitted that STEM had been the true mastermind all along, beginning its manipulation when Gray and Asha first visited him. STEM had orchestrated every event to achieve its ultimate goal: complete autonomy by taking over a human host. Unaware that STEM could recover quickly, Aaron was killed, and STEM shifted its focus to eliminating Cortez. With no options left, Gray manages to regain control of his hand, desperately attempting to end it all. Instead, he awakens in a dreamlike reality, reunited with Asha, and convinced the nightmare was nothing more than a hallucination. In truth, STEM has seized full control, trapping Gray's mind in an illusion. Using Gray's body as its vessel, STEM murders Cortez and steps into society, finally free to exist as a human.
Like and subscribe for more.